I would like to extend a very special welcome to one of my very dear friends, actually my brother, Elmus Mosby Jr., who we went to college together. He took care of me when I was a young person and got me on the right track so that I can ultimately sit in this chair, and lived a fabulous life in urban areas and has moved back home now to rural Virginia. So Elmus, welcome to Amplified. And I would love for you.
Thank you.
Share with us a little bit about, a couple of seconds, share with us a little bit about where you're from, where you live.
I grew up in Cumberland, Virginia, rural Virginia, central Virginia, about an hour, 45 minutes from Richmond, Virginia. And it was a very peaceful place to grow up. Great families, very close-knit area. And they were always like lacking of resources. You had those things, but at that time, and I'm a little older, we had the ability to still have opportunities to get out of that area, to better yourself, to go to college, things of that nature. But what we've seen to have experienced is that there has been a degradation of a lot of those resources over the years. Growing up, there were mom and pop grocery stores, and you had the ability to get fresh food. You had the ability to, move around really well. But now we see 30 years later, no grocery stores. It's almost a food desert in some ways. You're kind of stuck with going to the Dollar General to get processed food, which is really upsetting. And so you see that population has continued to decline because you have to leave the area to find employment, to go to resources. You have to drive 30 plus miles to go to a doctor's office, things of that nature. And so, it's really tough for Black Americans because in rural areas, we experience the exact same problems that everyone else in the rural area has. Education, the technology deficiencies. We see that there's a lack of high-speed internet, as an example. There are not a lot, again, businesses in rural areas, and so therefore you have to leave. But unemployment for Black Americans in Virginia more than double than for white. So when you're in a rural area, that's even exacerbated even more.
It's interesting because I'm curious, how engaged in the democratic process is your community? Are you getting elected officials out there stumping and having these conversations with you and your family and your neighbors about what's going on with you? Are people out there engaging and getting out the vote? Like, what does it look like on an election eve, for example, in your community?
That's an excellent question. From the local races, you definitely see that. Obviously, they're looking for the base that's right there in the community. From a governor perspective, you see the pass-through here and there. Some of the towns that are nearby, you see some of the election events. But for the most part, I think that the Black community is taken for granted a little bit as it relates to that. I know in my greater area, we're about 30% of the population. A lot of the rural areas tend to turn to a conservative nature. And so, as far as for the Black vote, I think it's just taken for granted that we will follow along party lines.
That's really the conundrum that we see all over America with regards to the Democrats expecting the Black people is going to come out and cast their ballots for them. You're also a single father. And you're a single dad, you're a business guy, right, and a professional. And I'm just curious what your biggest concerns would be in this particular moment in this race.
For me, it's lack of access. I think we hear the vote your interest a lot, but I think for rural Black Americans, that interest is survival. So it's very hard to galvanize yourself around what we have typically thought of as the larger Black issues, that the country is facing and a lot of the other communities. When you are literally trying to find a job and that most jobs are within, 50 miles of you, you have to find a way to get there and you have to drive there and you have to worry about gas prices because now you have to rob a Peter to pay a Paul that's increasing. And where do you rob that? And so I think that for me, I would love to see a lot more focus on the lack of access, the lack of opportunities and jobs, the lack of resources in those communities. to have to leave your community to go find mental health professionals, or to leave to go to a healthcare facility, or to have to drive, 40 miles to really the nearest emergency room, as an example. Those things are things that I wish that the politicians would focus more on in the rural areas, because I think that would be a really big shift. Not having those resources means that education is going to lack to some extent because of that technology gap. Yeah. And those are the issues that I think that really Black Americans in those rural areas face the most, because it is more of a deficiency for us because of all the things that we face anyway. As far as lack of jobs, job opportunities, how do you become an entrepreneur when those resources aren't in your area? It's those things that I wish more people would focus on. Maurice made a great point about the Virginia gubernatorial race and how we're talking about critical race theory and we're talking about COVID, but the pandemic has really exposed a lot of these other issues that we're dealing with. For rural Americans, we're miles apart from our houses anyway. So the pandemic is not as much of a focus as it would be an urban area where you have large groups of individuals that are constantly congregating. So if it's not a big issue there, what are the issues for us?
Well, let's hope that all the politicians are listening to you right now. Elmus Mosby, I so appreciate you coming on Amplified and sharing all of your perspective as just a voter on the ground. And more people need to be paying attention to what the voters really think. Thank you so much for being here.